It's like a modern-day version of the parable about the loaves and the fishes. Take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and miraculously turn it into enough food to feed a hungry multitude. As incredible as it sounds, that's just what Archer Daniels Midland has done, simply by exploring the limitless applications for American grain.
So we like to think we get out everything out of the bushel but the squeal.
And in the process of processing food ingredients from corn, soybean, and wheat, ADM has become one of the great success stories of the 20th century, and one of the keys to feeding an overcrowded world in the new millennium.
So you see, it's easy to be proud of the fact that in addition to making money, you are accomplishing something in the world.
Over the course of 100 years, ADM has grown into a multinational giant known as the supermarket to the world, developing a global network of processing plants, research labs, and transportation systems.
We have 2,500 barges. We have 25,000 rail cars working for us. We have 50,000 trucks on the highways at any given moment. We have 100 ships on the high seas. We have 165 factories. We have 300 depots serving these factories, all working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as though they were one unit.
As if by providence, ADM has always seemed to be in the right place at the right time, with the right solutions to some tough problems. To answer the world's food shortages, ADM came up with dehydrated soy protein that feeds many of the poorer nations. In response to the Arab oil embargo of the 80s and a personal plea from President Reagan, ADM took its corn and made ethanol, the revolutionary gasoline additive that has dramatically cut fuel consumption and carbon monoxide pollution. It was ADM that provided low-fat, low-cholesterol oils to a health-conscious America looking for an alternative to butter and animal fats. And it was ADM that replaced sugar with fructose in soft drinks and countless other products on the market. Yet, despite these remarkable accomplishments, ADM believes its greatest challenges are just now presenting themselves.
I have never seen a time where there is more opportunity for growth in the agri-processing business than today.
ADM Senior Vice President Martin Andreas sees the company's future linked to projections that the world's population will more than double from 5 to 11 billion people within the next 50 years.
For 30 years, you and I heard about a population explosion. It was coming, and we all got to be skeptics because it never came. But I would suggest now it has arrived.
In anticipation of the day when land available to grow crops and raise livestock will be unable to meet the demands of an exploding population, ADM is working overtime researching and developing ways to head off the crisis. ADM is already achieving great success with a variety of soybean-based products that are proving to be a delicious, protein-rich alternative to meat. They include links, burgers, and a ground meat taste-alike, all being sold by Green Giant in most markets around the country. And there are other similar products in development specifically for export, like meals in a bag.
And it's a combination of textured soy protein and a carbohydrate source. It can be rice or it can be pasta, as an example. And the textured soy protein can be made to look like and taste like beef, pork, or chicken. So we're very bullish that this product is going to have an opportunity for feeding the masses around the world.
ADM Vice President Larry Cunningham oversees the company's long line of value-added products, which also includes a combination of soy protein and beef that drastically reduces fat content and extends meat supply. ADM is also moving ahead rapidly and successfully with a fish farming program, or aquaculture, to help solve a worldwide seafood shortage.
And so we think aquaculture is going to play an increasing role in that. In fact, about 15% of the seafood production in the world last year came from aquaculture.
Intensive research led ADM to concentrate on a variety of Mediterranean fish called tilapia, which grows 60% faster than any other fish in the world.
It's the most efficient animal that we know of on the face of the earth. and that is it only takes 1.8 pounds of feed to get 1 pound of fish. I defy you to find any animal on the face of Earth that will gain weight as well as this fish.
ADM is also experimenting with hydroponic farming. And the company has even found a way to mine its crops to produce an extensive variety of bioproducts like vitamin C and E, as well as the vital amino acid lysine.
Well, we have built a business here where we put about $1.5 billion into bioproducts, and one of the main ones is lysine. And lysine is basically it goes into feed formulas. It's an additive. It's an amino acid. And you say, well, what good is it? Well, what good it is that it adds weight onto the body quicker and mass onto the body of the chicken or the hog. They mature quicker, they cycle through quicker. It's that simple.
And that, along with ADM's other innovations, means more food for a lot more people. But even ADM's illustrious chairman concedes the company would have to grow many times over, very quickly, to meet the needs of the world in the 21st century.
You would have to have 5 more ADMs to make the lysine that will be needed in 10 years. You would have to have 5 more ADMs to make the corn products that will be needed in 10 years. You will have to have 3 more companies like ADM, although we're the largest in the world in oilseeds, to make the soybean meal that will be needed in 10 years. And you will need 5 ADMs to make the cooking oil that will be needed, and you will need, get this, 15 ADMs to make the bread that will be needed in the world 10 years from now.